Welcome to the Shore Show. Pat O'Melia here on the Boardwalk here in Seaside Heights. As you can see, got Lucky Leo's back there, Coors Ice Cream, the Boardwalk. The beach looks great. So join me on the beach here, on the Boardwalk, wherever you want. But come down to Seaside Heights. I'll see you on the Boardwalk, and when we come back, our guest will be Chris Vaz, the Business Administrator for Seaside Heights. We'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care.
The latest clinical trials.
Researchers working to find a cure.
And nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
We're back, Shore Show. My guest, the Business Administrator and videographer, done a lot of history here, historian for Seaside Heights, Christopher Vaz. Chris, welcome to the show.
Hey, Pat, thanks for having me back.
You're subbing for your dad.
Yeah,
which isn't bad.
It's all right.
It's not too far, from dad to Chris Vaz, the mayor of Seaside Heights and the BA. Good year this year. We got a little rough with Memorial Day and 4th of July weather-wise, but outside of that, you can't complain.
We've recovered from the weather perspective, and we've had a little bit of rain, but the good days like today, the weather literally does not get any better than this. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah,
it's warm. The beach is packed with people having a great time.
The ocean is as blue as it can be.
Blue and flat.
And right now it's a little slow on the boardwalk, but you check the earth cams here at night. Boardwalk is really hopping. Anything different this year that you can pinpoint that's making this year so successful?
I think it's just more of a continuation of last summer. People just wanting to go out, and there's still being a little hesitancy of traveling too far from the homestead. People not wanting to risk that a flight's going to get canceled, or lately that a cruise might have a problem. So people are going more local to the beach, to the boardwalk. We've just seen a really great people, great people, families spending money, and it's the beach, but the boardwalk's a little quiet right now, but I bet you a lot of people are actually inside in the air-conditioned rooms.
A lot of people are over there, over the dune here on the beach.
The beach is packed right now.
Packed. You're seeing more of the baby strollers on the boardwalk. You see it a little more each year. Your father's vision, Mayor Vaz, is coming to fruition here. It is really becoming a family destination, Seaside Heights.
Well, we have to deliver. We have to, put our money where our mouth is. So when we're saying family, 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 when people get here, they expect that, to see what we're telling them about, what we're communicating. Notwithstanding, the pandemic, we've been marketing, doing whatever travel shows are happening, and just getting the word out. Come to Seaside. This is the time to capture an audience that we haven't had in a very long time.
And you continue to improve it, even from accommodations here. You've cracked down on bad actors who are running rentals or motels here. Yeah, you pulled mercantiles or in the process of pulling a mercantile license. But one of the worst things that can happen, you come down here for a stay, and the accommodation was basically a bait and switch, and that sort of thing. You're cracking down on that.
Yes.
That's not going to continue here.
And it's a handful of businesses out of.
It's small, yeah.
It's a small number of businesses out of the large number of businesses that we have. They don't represent the good business in town because they're doing a business that's completely opposite of the direction that everybody else is going in.
Well, you got to get it before that bad apple ruins the barrel. And what your dad's doing there, and of course his administration, that includes you, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and
you're making this, you're going to spend money in Seaside Heights, you're going to make sure you get value for it.
And we're spending money to make that happen. We've aligned our budget priorities with those types of things. So, the legal line item will be a lot higher this year. Why? Because we filed 11 complaints to revoke mercantile licenses. You see that kind of budget impact, but that's because the mayor and council have made it a priority in the budget.
Speaking of priorities, your dad's white whale.
Yeah.
It's coming down.
The steel skeleton.
As I rode by to come up to the set this morning, there was half of one level left. Probably by the time I go back to the studio, it's gone.
Yeah. That's actually a process that started, I want to say 2015, in terms of the mayor and council learning what redevelopment is and how to make it work, and then tackling that particular problem with that particular piece of property, taking the steps to get to where we are, like literally today. Like you said, it's got one very small piece of that steel structure left to go.
I got a kick out of your dad with the champagne bottle against one of the girders. He was hell-bent on getting that down. But he felt that was an impediment to development on the boulevard. We talk about the success of the Boardwalk, and you've got a bunch of new businesses down here. I guess you call them the kiosks down there.
Yes.
We got the House of Fries and the mac and cheese. For that matter, this thing, let's take a break. So when we come back from commercial, we'll talk about the success on the Boardwalk, and how you're going to try to replicate that on the Boulevard. All right, we're breaking for commercial. Chris Vaz is my guest. We'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital, with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
We're back, Shore Show. Chris Vaz is my guest. The Boardwalk is behind me. It should be in front of you. Come down here, join me, go to the Twisted Fish, Lucky Leo's Sweet Shop, whatever you want. Chris, we were talking about the success on the Boardwalk, and there's been quite a bit. Like I was saying, you got the House of Fries down there, the mac and cheese, you got a Mexican restaurant. There's 5 or 6 of those little kiosks that were basically vacant last year, but I think you got them all rented out now.
Yeah, that project on the south end of the Boardwalk is finally coming to fruition. They've got temporary certificates of occupancy for the restaurant. I understand the pool is now open. And that's our southern anchor. They're finally open. Unfortunately, it's a little late in this season, but there is still time for people to come down and check it out and see what's happening. And on the north end of the boardwalk, our carousel pavilion, the construction's done. We've been using it as event space until we can get the carousel back in there, probably fall of 2022. But right now, it's this gorgeous building down there. We're using it for music events and things like that. So all of these things that were on paper and on the books a few years ago, they're all starting finally to come to fruition.
Dad, I always give the credit to your dad, the mayor, but you know he's got a whole team around him that does it. Maybe next time we tape, maybe we'll tape down in the pavilion. Even though I do like the location, this is about the 20th, the 30th time I'm taping up here. Your dad felt the steel skeleton was an impediment for development on the boulevard. Is that
it's a
accurate?
fact. I mean, we know it for a fact because when we've met with developers over the past 5 years, a developer would sit down at the table across from us and say, when I'm done investing my $10 million here, what are you doing about that building that my customers or my tenants or my residents that buy these condos from me are going to have to look at? What is the town going to do about that? And those developers with those conversations walked, because as long as that was in private ownership, just continuing to blight the boulevard, I can tell you, since it's been known that the town acquired the property and the structure's been coming down, there's been nothing but a positive vibe in that developer world. We've gotten calls. People want to sit down again now, and they want to get that conversation going again. And the other thing that we'll see happen very soon is the bamboo property between Franklin and Lincoln on the boulevard hasn't been open since the end, sometime fall of 18. That's getting ready to come down and be redeveloped as well. So,
well, the town went after the bamboo and the, what's the other one? Karma. Because of nuisance problems. Again, that's something Mayor Vaz isn't putting up with any of that, so they're closed. And I thought bamboo was coming down before the skeleton. I don't know if that skeleton was ever coming down.
They had to get a demo permit, and there were things they needed to do, like show if there was asbestos or things like technical things, and they finally got that out of the way a week ago, and they now have a demo permit.
What is your long-term vision for the boulevard? What do you want there? Your father's talking 12-month a year Seaside Heights, a 12-month a year community, as it was when he was a young man down here.
And that's important because in order for businesses to really succeed on the boulevard, you need to give them an opportunity to make money 12 months a year. And you can really only do that, I think, one of two ways. One is you have the residents here to support the businesses, or two, you have a product and people that own that business and are pushing a product in a way that gets people to come over the bridge to this side of the bridge. But the low-hanging fruit, obviously, is to have people buying these condos or single-family homes and saying, hey, we want to live there. We want to live there year-round. And if they live here year-round, they're going to support a bakery, or they're going to support a coffee shop.
Well, there's construction going on in Seaside, unprecedented, in my opinion.
It is unprecedented.
You've been around Seaside longer than me. I've been filming down here, I think, since 2009. I've never seen it. It reminds me of Jersey City almost. At every block, there's construction going on.
Absolutely.
It's completely, it's like I said in an earlier show, it's like there's oil under this ground now. Everybody wants into Seaside Heights.
There are a few places on the Jersey Shore where you can get into a property right now and walk a block to the beach and the ocean. And it's not beyond an average person's financial reach either.
And even though the property's hot right now, and I'm going to say, my kids bought a home down here 2-3 years ago, and it was a wise investment for them. But it's still reasonable to buy a house in Seaside Heights.
And
you can come down here and buy a good-sized house for like $350. I mean, a good-sized house, a block or two from the beach.
Yes, absolutely. There's still time to get into it too. I mean, it might be cooling down a little. It was really hot, and it's still hot, but it might be cooling down a little. But there's still plenty of opportunity in this town to buy a place and only literally have to walk a block or two to get on the beach.
I think the efforts of course, your father, Mayor Vaz, and that team. I don't know if it's going to cool down here. I think this is the new Asbury Park. And I always question why Asbury Park was more, more real estate-wise valuable than Seaside Heights. I'm looking. I like Seaside Heights more than Asbury Park. All right, you're going back to town hall. You got a meeting?
I got 2 more meetings.
Say hello to your dad for me.
All right.
All right. Chris Vaz, Pat O'Melia, Shore Show. We'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. We're back, Shore Show. Boardwalk, Seaside Heights. At Boardwalk's behind me. You got the beach open to my left. You should be here. We're talking about the progress here in Seaside Heights from construction and families buying in. No one would know it better than my next guest, Mike Loundy of Seaside Realty. Michael, welcome to the show.
Hey, Pat. Good to see you again.
And no one's got a better thumb on the pulse of home purchasing and construction here in Seaside Heights than you.
We have been very busy. You know, I'm born and raised here, and a lot of the people that are involved with this are all lifetime Seaside Heights residents, from our mayor and our council, our police chief, our administrator. I mean, most of us love this town because we were born here.
What I call the founding family, the Seaside, the Vazes, the Loundy, the Boyds, the Graysons, all of them. I know I'm missing a few. The Whalens, you got to throw the Whalens in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to do a little piece on Leo Whalen.
Yeah, it won't be little because he's
no, yeah. So I was talking to Steve Whalen. I said, when we do this, I said, I don't think a half-hour show is going to work. We're going to have to go about an hour at least. Tell me, how, we were texting yesterday, I think there is unprecedented development here in Seaside Heights. And I've been involved in Seaside. I honeymooned here in 1978.
There you go.
But, you know, we started doing the Shore Show down here in 2009. Maria Maruca brought us in.
Yep.
And, you know, the kids bought a house over here. I got the studio for the last 5 years. I haven't seen anything like this in Seaside Heights in all the years, except for the last 2. It's been a completely different Seaside Heights.
It's been happening.
It reminds me of Jersey City with all the development.
Yep, it's been happening for quite some time. It really kicked into motion after Hurricane Sandy. Hurricane Sandy kind of gave us a reset where we had to start all over. The boardwalk that you're sitting on, we had to rebuild, and that's kind of when I got drafted to do some things for the town. And they said simply, you have to be our eyes up there every day because we want the boardwalk done by Memorial Day Friday next summer, which seemed, you know, there was no boardwalk here.
I was here. I filmed it. We still got the footage of no boardwalk.
The doors were ripped off of everybody's front stands. It was a big event. So,
well, you John Camera, yourself.
Yep.
And I tell you what, you brought the boardwalk better than before.
So we had an opening. We were the first boardwalk completed that Friday, Memorial Day Friday, the following summer. And we had an opening here. The governor came and did a ribbon cutting. It was the longest Guinness Book of World Records ribbon cutting. Channel 4, the Today Show came, you know, Matt Lara, that whole bunch, Gia De Laurentiis. We did a nice opening, and we had the band Fun on our beach, which was how we got introduced to having a stage, which we ended up now having our own 2 stages, doing the concert series. So it all started then, and we thought, okay, our boardwalk is done.
The silver lining of Superstorm Sandy.
Yeah, and the governor and the state of New Jersey were really good to us, helping us to get to that point. And they've still maintained, you know, we have a great relationship with them. But that was the kickoff, and people really started to see, wow, there's value here that might be a diamond in the rough. We have a really big name for a town that's only 1 mile square. I mean, we get mentioned in the same sentences as Asbury Park, Long Beach Island, and a lot of the other shore towns. Long Beach Island is 18 miles long. We're 1 mile square, and we're mentioned in the same sentences. So the construction has really kicked off as a result of that, and like you're saying, we've gotten to today Just in the last 12 months, we delivered 25 new homes here in Seaside. We have another 50 planned. There's going to be over 100 condos in the ground within 6 months, new condos. We're going to have about 1,000 linear feet of new retail space on the boulevard as a result of the steel structure coming down has kind of pulled this linchpin of people saying, wow, I want to be there. So we have all these contracts with people that want to build mixed use on the boulevard, create a new corridor of activity, which has really been stifled by the steel structure project. Chris
Vaz was here earlier, and he said that was an impediment to development. He said people would come here and they had some deep pockets of development. He said, what are you going to do about that thing sitting over there? So when I came up here this morning, when I left the studio, there was only half of one level to go and the steel skeleton is gone.
Pretty much without fail, anybody that we sell a property to, one of the questions that comes up that we have to discuss is what's going on with the steel structure. You know, they want to have confidence in where they're spending their money and what the future is going to bring, and they needed to see that the town was going to do their part just with a project like that and continue a failed project, get rid of it, get it out of the way, and open the door for other projects. So now we're building these homes, and you know, there's a lot going on. There's still very affordable sites people can buy here, and the reason they're coming, there's many reasons. First of all, people can work remotely still. You know, the whole COVID thing has created a need for people to want to be able to work from home, and why not have your home or second home be the comfort of the Jersey Shore, where you can be a block or two from the ocean, walk to all the restaurants. Once you get here, you park your car. You don't have to walk drive anywhere.
Well, it created a new routine, but I got an old routine. I got a break for a commercial, so we'll come back and pick up on that. You're watching The Shore Show. Mike Loundy, Pat O'Melia. We'll be right back. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. Shore Show, Boardwalk behind me. I'm on it. You should be here. My guest is Mike Loundy, Seaside Realty. You know, you were talking about development on the boulevard. That is really the next step for Seaside Heights. The Boardwalk is successful. You know, we had Sandra Lazaro on here before from Ocean County. You know, we had all the Boardwalk experts here. This is successful. It's been a good year. We had a little problem with the weather on Memorial Day and 4th of July, but it's been a really good season.
Weather's always going to be an issue. I mean, we were at the shore, but this year we've had a pretty good season. You talk about the boulevard. I mean, there's things happening virtually on every block. The new beach club where you can rent a cabana and go on in a pool on the ocean side is a really good feature. On the other end, our new carousel building, which has the ability to have parties in it. You've got Captain Hooks that just changed hands, $3 million deal.
Oh, I didn't know Hooks changed hands.
Captain Hooks, you know, the gentleman's going to put a whole second floor with a wedding venue.
Well, I've seen that. I've seen the approvals for that.
We're in early stages of talks regarding a new parking structure in the Grant Avenue area where we can go from parking a few hundred cars to a few thousand. We really need that to be able to take us into a 12-month town versus being seasonal. There's really a lot happening, and you can literally go block by block. The Walters project that we brought in a couple years ago, we tore down a couple of older buildings.
Yeah, down the street from my kids' house.
92 units, that's another $20 million project. Beach Club, $20 million. One Ocean Boulevard, $15 million. You know, there's money being spent very quietly. in a very brisk pace. The fact that we have all these new homes planned and people can come down here, they can work from home, they can rent it for $4,000 to $6,000 a week to cover their expenses when they don't want to occupy it. The interest rates are still very favorable for the average buyer. And then what's going on in the cities, I mean, people want to be able to come out to our little shore towns and be able to breathe, you know, put their sandals on, walk from their beach house, and look at where they come to.
Well, I'm a Jersey City guy. I can't walk out of the house, go 2 blocks, and sit by the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. But
Yeah.
that is a big selling point down here. When the people come to Seaside Realty, what are they looking for in a house? Why are they coming here?
Value. Value.
Yeah, I think you're getting that down here.
Everybody really wants to begin with value, and we're still very affordable, especially compared to our surrounding towns. You can get in here and doing 6 to 8 weeks of rentals, you can pretty much cover your total annual expenses for buying a new shore house. I mean, that's very powerful. If we can show someone that's bankable, put them into a new home.
What about business recruitment? You know, if you're going to try it, and Mayor Vaz wants to be a 12-month-a-year community.
We started it. Again, the process is not an overnight process. We brought CVS in. When the town acquired the Herring Avenue tract, we set up a plan where they bonded for the front part with Blue Acres money, which can't be built on, and we separated off the part on the street so we could bring in a pharmacy, which was CVS. So we started to set the table way back then when the town bought that property.
Like getting in on the ground floor right now, even though if you got here about 1.5 years earlier, it's even more of a ground floor.
Yeah.
But you can't go wrong with the value down here.
Back to your question regarding retail. Again, back to the steel structure. Now that that's gone, we have a number of different plans where we have some planned sites, again, approximately 1,000 linear feet of new retail that's planned over the next couple of years. You're going to see an enterprise zone in our downtown like you've never seen before, and it's going to be very, very fast.
Are you getting calls from people interested in opening retail or businesses here?
We are. We've gotten calls, but it's such a short season. You can't have anything that'll give anybody a reason not to come forward. Now everything that people see is a reason to step up. The numbers are still very, very tight on the retail numbers per square foot, and we're seeing our phones are blowing up with that.
Well, that's a good sign. That has people have faith in Seaside Heights. They have faith in the administration down here, and you got a great proven track record since Mayor Vaz came in. And like you said, from Sandy on, it's really been a whole different Seaside Heights.
The town,
we've got away from the Jersey Shore gang and the Snooki and all, and there's a heavy concentration on family. And you see that. You see the stroll we're looking at. We see little kids walking by.
You do mention Jersey Shore and the Snooki thing. I mean, as a result of that, 1 billion people heard about Seaside Heights. And a lot of those people, the demographic was in the mid-30s, saw our beautiful beaches. Well, no matter what they were looking to watch, they couldn't help but to see our beautiful beaches, our beautiful boardwalk, and all that. And the town has taken that exposure and spun it into being pro-family, pro-business, pro-investment, and capitalized on all that exposure of those 1 billion plus people that never would have heard of Seaside Heights before.
Yeah, again, there's the silver lining. You find
was.
silver linings in everything. The Jersey Shore, the Sandy. Any silver lining in that fire we had back about 6 years?
Yeah,
we got a new boardwalk piece over there.
We did. Yeah, we're a glass half full kind of town.
Actually, this is becoming a glass completely full. I tell you, 2-3 years. Hopefully, we sit down again and we talk about this, and we'll be talking about all the changes here. All right, I'm out of show. For who's on this show with me? Chris Vaz, Mike Loundy, I'm Pat O'Melia. I'll see you on the boardwalk. Come on down. Good night.